What's up? What's going on? What's happening? It is Jotivation, aka Joe Moss here, and I pray that you're having a great, wonderful day today. We are starting a new segment here tonight, and it is called Monday Motivation. Yes, Monday Motivation is what we're starting tonight. And what I find is that a lot of people dread Mondays. I don't understand, but a lot of people dread Mondays. I don't know if it's because you come off of a long weekend or you just kind of just relax for too long, but for some reason, Mondays are a time where nobody looks forward to Mondays. You know, there's a very small group of people that actually look forward to Mondays. So starting a new segment for those that are just logging in, called Monday. Actually, we're gonna call this segment evening. So we're gonna go Monday evening motivation. That's what we're gonna call it. Monday night motivation. That sounds better. I like that better. Monday night motivation. So what I need you to do is that everybody needs to be inspired. Everybody needs motivation. So you get the opportunity. I want you to take and share this video with somebody that you believe is going to that needs inspired, that they need to be motivated in some type of way. So go ahead and do that now. Now I will ask you, if you're here and you have a question, please ask it, because part of these sessions is not supposed to be me just talking the entire time about something that I want to talk about. I would love to get your feedback, and I would love to answer your questions that you have. So you have a question, I want you to ask it, okay? So what I want to know right now is that what motivates you? What is something that motivates you to keep it going or to get started? Now, if you don't know what that is, hopefully tonight we'll be able to help you. But I need you to write down in the box something that motivates and inspires you to keep it going, to keep it rocking. Go ahead, you can type it now. So hopefully all is well. Luke Slater, how you doing out there today, man? Robin Carpenter, sister, how are you? Hope all is well with you. Missed you yesterday. Hopefully we'll get through this whole quarantine thing, and we'll all be to get back together as a family once again, and have some serious fun. So, but tonight, Monday Night Motivation is a segment that God kind of laid on my heart. Actually, it was today. I was sitting at home at my dining room table, eating some lunch, and I was just like, you know what? I want to do something more. I want to do something else. I want to do something that we can give to people that will keep them inspired and keep them going throughout the rest of the week, because it's tough. It's challenging. You know, it's not easy to stay motivated all day long, in in that regards. So I'll tell you a little story here. So a year ago, I had the opportunity to audition for a TEDx talk here in Youngstown, Ohio, and by the grace of God, I was one of the ones that was actually selected to be one of the finalists to perform on the stage. And so during this whole process of this kind of TEDx thing that I'm going through, is that I had this crazy uncomfortable feeling, you know, because it was something that I've never done before. People say, well, you know, you always are sending out motivational talks and little snippets of things. Yeah, but it's different when everything is pre-programmed. You gotta have it memorized. It has to fit within a certain time period, and you have someone coaching you along, trying to get you to do things that are very, very challenging, and that you really don't know how to do it. And so this whole time, you know, going through this process of preparing for the TED stage, it was probably one of the most challenging and vigorous processes that I've ever been through. It tested my every fiber. And there were times, there were times and there were moments where I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. And so, I admit, like there were times I questioned whether or not I can do it or not. But what I realized is that I had to find something that was bigger than me to keep myself going. I couldn't just use the excitement of, just being on that TED stage, or the excitement of just being selected. That wasn't enough. Like, there had to be a cause much larger than myself that I had to go after and I had to shoot for. And so what I find a lot of times is that when it comes to motivation, that's just not enough to keep you going. It's a great spark. It's almost like a 4th of July celebration, right? So I think about motivation as like a big firework that goes off in the sky. Boom, big explosion going off, lights up the sky. You see all these different colors, and we ooh and we ah, and it's like, oh, that's wonderful, that's great. And all of a sudden, the sky goes dark again. And all the excitement that we had for that last firework is no longer there. And so if it's not followed up with another great explosion, burst of bright lights in the sky, it's not enough to keep us going. And so what I'm saying is that, if you get in the pattern of just rolling from what excites you to what excites you to what excites you to what excites you, you'll just get into this pattern, and it won't be sustainable. It won't be something that you're going to be able to keep going. So today, hopefully I can leave you with about 3 keys that you can use to kind of help get yourself not just motivated, but inspired. See, there's a difference. Like I said, if motivation is like the firework that goes off on a 4th of July celebration, and you're waiting for the next firework to go off, I would say inspiration would be the sun or the moon. Something that has its own lighting source. Well, the moon doesn't actually have its own lighting source. It's a reflection. But you understand, it brightens up the sky. It doesn't need to be lit by anything. It just, boom. It's just there. It's just a light that shines. And so we have to find that internal light that shines to keep us inspired, and not just motivation. So yeah, motivation can get you going. It's the spark, but that flame is just not going to be enough to keep you going. And so we're going to work tonight just a little bit. I'm not going to keep you long, just to find a way to find that, not just spark, but we got to find that light. All right? We got to find that light that's going to keep us inspired so that we can sustain this thing over a longer period of time. Now, one of the things that I tell people, especially working as a life fit style coach, is that weight loss is the worst goal that anyone can have. Listen, I understand that fitness industry is huge on weight loss, and they're big on trying to sell you on different products. But the crazy thing is this. Most of the people that get on these programs, either don't finish them, or they don't accomplish the results that they were looking for. And it all ends the same way. It ends in quitting. And so we don't want to start ourselves or set ourselves up to fail. We want to make sure that we can find something that's going to keep us going and keep us inspired. So what I like to ask people is that, what is the thing that you can hold on to that comes from within that you want to accomplish? Okay? Because it's not necessarily the weight loss that we want. It's the feeling that it creates. It's the end result. It's like, how's that going to make you feel? As a result of what you want to accomplish, what is that going to make you feel like? How's that going to make you better? What is that what is that ultimate feeling that you're looking for? And that's the thing that's going to inspire you to keep going. So one thing is that you have to look internally, okay, versus externally for things that aren't just going to keep you going. So you might ask a person, well, I want to be, I'm inspired by money. So I'm going to work until I make a certain amount of money. Okay, well, that's great. That's fine. I'm not against goals. I'm not against people doing big things and making a lot of, I'm not against that. But what I am saying is that after you get it, now what? Do you keep going? Does that still inspire you? Or do you kind of fade away and not put in as much time, in? So let's break this down and make this. So around the holiday season, some people they put extra work in. They're working overtime, they're trying to get more clients. They're doing all this extra stuff. They're working themselves so they can have extra money. But the issue is that the reason why they're putting all the extra work in is so they can hit a certain amount. And then after that work ethic goes away. And all that drive and determination you had is gone now because the motivation's gone. I made what I needed to make, and also I was able to get the things I needed to get. And all of a sudden, that motivation to keep that energy level up, it's no longer there. And so we got to make sure that whatever we set out to do, we want to make sure that it's coming from something on the inside. Now, a couple minutes ago, I mentioned that weight loss is the worst and most selfish goal that anyone can have. Okay? And the reason I believe that is this. Because either you are going to reach your goal and then you're going to quit. Or you're not going to reach your goal and then you're going to quit. Either way, you will quit. Because it's just not enough. Okay? So what I'm suggesting is that we shift from being so self-centered and it being all about ourselves to being a centered self. It starts off the same, and let me explain the difference. So someone is self-centered. They are all about themselves. They're not interested in helping anybody else. It's all about me. Everything's for me. Everything I do is about me, and no one else matters. That's someone, okay, that is self-centered. Now, a person that has a centered self is someone that they're taking care of themselves so they can better take care of others. And that's huge. You want to take care of you so that you can be around for the people that matter to you most. I mean, if that's not inspiration, I don't know what is. So I know that by me taking better care of myself, it puts me in a position that I can take better care of my family. That means that I can work. That means that my health is better. I have more energy to spend with people because you can't give away what you don't have. It's like if you don't have any energy, it's tough to give energy out on credit. You're going to go into debt, energy debt. That's what's going to happen if you do not practice getting your energy levels up. So what you have, you can give out. So I suggest that you become a centered self and you take care of yourself so that you can better take care of others. And you're like, well, I don't really have anybody to take care of. Yes, you do. Whether it's your son, your daughter, your mom, your father, your business, your fur baby, whatever it may be, your teddy bear, or just you for you. Do that because you matter. You are important. No matter what, you are important. So I need you to take care of you. So I want you to start living a life of having a centered self versus being self-centered. So we want to get to the place where we're thinking beyond ourselves. Actually, I like to call it beyond the beyond. It's a place where we are taking care of ourselves so that we can better take care of other people. And if you position yourself where, let's just say you wanted to start working out, and you say, well, you know what? I'm going to take care of my body because, I know that I'm inspiring somebody. I may not know who that person is, but I know that I'm inspiring somebody. Somebody is going to be inspired by your drive, by your determination, by your efforts. Someone's going to be inspired by that. I'm telling you, you are making a bigger impact than what you realize. There are people that are always watching you. They are. People are always watching what you do, what you say, how you do it, and they may not let you know, but they're watching. Do something crazy. I bet you'll find out then. Now don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything crazy. But you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so your inspiration is great. And I need you to take better care of yourself. And that's going to come from shifting from being so self-centered to being a centered self. So that you take care of yourself with the sole purpose of being able to take care of other people. So whether you're a boss, whether you're an employee, whether you're a brother, whether you're a sister, whether you're a mother, whether you're a father, whether you're an aunt, whether you're an uncle, whether you're an owner, whatever it is that you are, I need you, okay? I need you to dig deeper than just a spark of motivation, okay? And let's dig a little bit deeper to find that inspiration, okay? Now, I'm not against like a spark to get you going. Somebody may say something, hey, we're going to do this 30-day challenge, and we're going to stay away from all foods that aren't good for us, and we're going to exercise every day for 40 minutes, 4 times a week, and we're going to do this thing, and we're going to do this as a group, and we're going to do it for 30 days in a row. I'm not against that level of motivation. I think that's great. That's wonderful. That's going to get you going. But I need you to adopt that as a lifestyle. Okay? I need you to adopt that as a lifestyle. Another thing that I wanted to share with you that brings it home, that shows you how important that you are. Because if you had to write your own obituary, I don't know if anybody out there has ever wrote their own obituary. You know what I mean? Wrote down the things that, like, if you died, what would people say about you? Now, I'm not trying to be grim, and I'm not trying to get you to think negatively, but I do need you to think to the point where it's like, did you accomplish everything that you needed to accomplish? Did you get done everything that you needed to get done in life? Have you gone everywhere that you wanted to go? And so this is important because, if you haven't, that means that there are still life for you to live. And while you're here, it's so important that you take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. And so when you get to the place where you understand how valuable you are and how much you mean, you will take better care of yourself. Like right now, I got on this Nike hat. I got it on sale for, I think, $15. Okay, retails for about $28, $30. Okay, I got a great deal on it, right? At least I think I got a good deal on it. Okay, but here's the thing though. If Nike comes out tomorrow and says, that hat that you have on is worth $20,000, okay, guess what? I no longer just take it and hang it on the rack or throw it over, with the rest of my hats. Because now it's going in a case. Because someone told me the value of this hat. I didn't realize that at first. I thought it was just a $30 hat. But if Nike comes out tomorrow and says, hey, that hat that you wore yesterday is worth $20,000, you best believe I'm treating it with better care. much better care than what I had been before. And I've been taking care of it. So it's the same thing with you. I'm telling you that you are very valuable, that you are worth a lot, and that you being worth a lot matters. So understanding like that there's nothing or anybody in this world that can replace you. You are irreplaceable, which means that you are one of a kind. And if you're one of a kind, it means that you're rare. And the more rare something is, the more valuable it is. Like if there's only one of something left in the world, do you know how valuable that thing is? I'm telling you, you are the only one of you left in this world. And there's not a price tag that we can put on you to explain how truly valuable that you really are. So knowing this and understanding that you increase in value every year, that's all the incentive in the world. That's the motivation, the inspiration that you need to take better care of yourself on a regular basis. So if anybody doesn't tell you, I'm telling you, listen, you matter, you are worth it, and you are truly very valuable. And I encourage you to take as best care of yourself as you possibly can, because it matters. It matters. So just like this hat, if I found out it was worth, if I found out that was worth $20,000 instead of $30, okay? You just found out tonight that whatever you thought your value was, it's increased exponentially because you are one of a kind, you are rare, and there is nobody like you in this world. And that simple fact alone means that you are God's masterpiece, and it doesn't get any better than you. It just doesn't. So also what it's saying is that your worth is through the roof. You just have to realize it. You just have to understand, like, it's not based off of how much money you make. It's not based off the kind of car you drive. It's not based off the kind of house you live in. Your worth is not contingent upon those things. Now, you can have those things, and it's great, and it's wonderful, but that doesn't define who you are. God defines who you are, and He made you, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and there's no other person like you. So what makes you unique is what makes you different, and what makes you different is what makes you great. So if you don't get anything else out of this message tonight, just understand that you are truly valuable and you are loved by more people than what you realize. And someone out there is depending on you and the way that you live your life. They're watching you. They're inspired by you. Whether they let you know it or not, they're following you. They're counting on you to do what you need to do so that they can continue on and doing what they need to do. So all I'm saying is that just take another look at yourself, and hopefully you're looking at the screen right now. I saw a meme the other day, and it was actually a meme of Kobe Bryant. And I'm looking at this picture of Kobe Bryant, and the caption reads, "Nothing to see here. Just two legends looking at each other." And I'm saying that to you tonight. So I want you to stare at me as I stare back at you. There's not much to see here, but two legends looking at each other. That's right. You're a legend, and you are to leave a legacy. And with those things, two legends looking at each other. So as I look at you, you look back at me, two legends staring at each other right now. So all I'm saying is that you are very valuable and you mean a lot. And you are worth every bit of energy and strength that's needed to become the best version of yourself ever. So if you have a question or a comment, go ahead and leave those below. I need to know what inspires you. What motivates you? I see a lot of my family and friends are out here watching tonight, and I need to know what inspires you. What inspires you? Go ahead and type those things in there right now. Let me know what inspires you. Michael Moses, what's going on, brother? I see you out there. All is well. Go ahead and type that in. Let me know what inspires you. Let me know what inspires you. Angela Moss, how are you doing, girl? Let's see. Kawani, how are we? Great to know that you're on tonight. Mimi Campbell, how you doing? Actually, one of the persons that inspired me to put this together tonight was actually one of my dear friends that I met first time I went to Slippery Rock University. She's the director at Slippery Rock in the admissions office now, but she was one of the ones that inspired me to kind of send this message out tonight. She had emailed me, and she said that she was talking about are there any ways that we can be motivated? Any ways that you can motivate us? Tonight, this, that, and the other. And I said, yeah, there are some ways, and I'll be on tonight to send some inspiration. So I just want to welcome everybody that's just tuning in to Monday Night Motivation. Just trying to spread some light, trying to keep everybody inspired, keep everybody just to the point to understand how valuable you are. And we're shifting from being so self-centered to being a centered self. And we are going to do our best job to take care of ourselves so that we can better take care of other people. The more energy that we have, the more energy we can share. The more love that we have, the more love we can share. The more happiness we have, the more happiness we can share. Okay? So in this life, it's all about receiving and it's about giving. And, people talk about how it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. Yes, I believe that, but you gotta have it to give. You gotta have it to give. So I am excited, and we can look forward to having these segments on a regular basis. Monday Night Motivation. If you have any questions, you have any comments, let me know. I'll do my best to get back with you. But until next time, I just want to encourage you to be the best you in everything you do, every day, and in every way. This is Jotivation, a.k.a. Joe Moss, representing BlessBodyFit. At the same time, representing God, the Most High. Much love to you. And, I got a question. Let's see what we got. Helping others by lifting their arms, fueling children's passion, reading and learning to better themselves. So Kawani just sent me a message. She's talking about how she's in what motivates her. Fueling her children, her passion, and reading and learning to better herself. And that's important. Because you look at these dynamics, she's caring for her children, she's caring for her husband, and she knows that the better she takes care of herself, the more she can have to be able to take care of other people. Great job, great job, great job. Bless you too, Roger Taylor, and hope all is well. Until next time, we're starting this new segment, Monday Night Motivation with Jotivation, a.k.a. Joe Moss. And you guys be blessed. Much love to you. Peace.